Welcome to Learn News. Subscribe to my channel for exciting tutorials.
Hey there, welcome once again to Learn News. I've come back with another exciting tutorial. This is about, as you can see on the screen, it's about DevOps, which is made clear with the concepts. Let us come on to the definition of what is DevOps, because it's a buzzword nowadays in any of the industries, especially the IT industries. So what I am going to show you is, I am going to give you a brief theoretical aspects of what is DevOps, how the different components of DevOps, how the developers and the operation teams, they work hand in hand together. Along with that, the important tools, that benefits of DevOps first of all, and then followed by important tools that are used in DevOps. Along with that, a typical pipeline, CI/CD pipeline, the concept of CI/CD, and along with that, a pipeline example with the help of different tools. Let us quickly come on to DevOps Made Clear session. So here we come on to what is the definition of DevOps. Here the developers and the operations, they work hand in hand together. So previously what used to happen is, there is a development team and operations team used to be a separate one, but now they are a part of team of that same team and they work in hand together. Say for example, Maya is a developer. So she once develops code that needs to be deployed somewhere and tested other than her local, where she would say that my code is running successfully. So the next step would be the Raj. For example, he's in operations team. So this culture is known as DevOps, and Raj would be termed as a DevOps resource. So what he will do is, he will take care of the deployments and every other things related to the applications, and as well as its monitoring, and they work hand in hand together to form this DevOps culture. So let's come on to the next slide. Here, the different parts of a DevOps culture, which includes planning, coding, building, followed by testing, release, deployment, operation, and monitoring. So first thing is the planning. What will be the code? What would be the functionality of the code, and how the DevOps structure will be there, how the entire things will work together. Followed by the coding, the developer will write the code, followed by its successful building, and followed by its unit testing. After that, there would be a release, and in the release, after a successful release, after all testing and everything, there would be a deployment to the production, where the operations will take part, followed by the monitoring. If in the monitoring there is some issues that is discovered, that will again come on to the planning part, which needs to be resolved, followed by coding. Then again the same cycle goes on, and in this way, as you can see on the left part, the dev team works on, and on the right part the ops team works upon, and this culture combined together is known as DevOps. Next, we will discuss the benefits of DevOps. Improved monitoring, quicker turnaround time, greater synergies between development, testing, and operations, continuous delivery, iterative development, reduced operation costs, and improved software quality enabled by automation. So automation is used where you would be able to deliver the code properly, and along with that, followed by improved monitoring, and then a faster turnaround time for early detection of the defects of the bugs, and reduced operational cost. The entire cost get reduced. If a particular team has their DevOps resources, they take care of that, and there is greater synergies or greater synchronization between the development, testing, and operations team. And there is a continuous delivery and development. So continuous delivery, continuous development, iterative development is possible with the help of DevOps. Next, we come on to the different tools. Collaborating tool in the application lifecycle management. As you can see, the Jira board is used, the Visual Studio, Team Foundation Server, VSTFS, which is now known as Azure DevOps, and followed by communications and chats like Slack is used, HipChat is used, and then followed by the knowledge sharing part like GitHub Pages, Confluence is used, and in the source code management or VCS, Git, SVN, Bitbucket, many others. Followed by the CI, continuous integration like Jenkins, Bamboo, Travis CI, and in the building like Maven, Gradle, and Grunt, NPM, And in the database management, like redget, db deploy, etc. For testing, you have Selenium, JUnit, Karma, and many others, and bunch of things you can see in the testing section. Followed by deployment, you would find Excel deploy, rundeck, SSH, and in the configuration management, Chef, Terraform, Ansible, Puppet. If you're using AWS, you can go for CloudFormation. And followed by the artifact management like Docker Hub, Docker Registry, and many others. And in the for running them in the cloud environment, you will find AWS, GCP, Azure, and orchestration purpose like Swarm, Kubernetes, Rancher, and BI monitoring has bunch of other tools, Kibana, Logstash, Grafana, and many others. Next, here is the popular DevOps tools, as you can see. Selenium, Splunk, Git, ELK Stack, Nagios, Docker, Vagrant, Bamboo, and many others you can see. So what you can do is like with Git, you will be storing, it will be as a version control system, Selenium for testing, ELK Stack for monitoring, and Docker for containerization, Kubernetes for orchestration of the containerization, Gradle, Maven other for building. Splunk I haven't worked with. Splunk also serves the purpose in this popular DevOps tools. And then followed by here I'm going to show you a typical CI/CD pipeline, how it comprises of, and let's see. So first of all, there would be a developer. But first of all, there would be developer definitely. But first of all, what we need to discuss is the CI/CD. What is CI/CD pipeline? So continue. What do you mean by continuous integration? Implementation of small change and merging it back to the code frequently. Continuous delivery. Continuous delivery of the application to the production environment, and that is the thing. Continuous delivery. You are delivering it to the client. Continuous deployment. Deployment to the dev or testing environment for testing of the functionalities. Followed by continuous monitoring, supervising the applications that are deployed in the production. That is the different phases of a CI/CD pipeline. So next we come on to, here is the developer. Developer writes a code, he commits it to the Git. Followed by what happens whenever if a pipeline is listening to the VCS or SCM, it will do what? It will trigger a build. And that build would be done with the help of Jenkins. This is a Jenkins workspace, a Jenkins environment. So inside Jenkins, this is the pipeline. Inside pipeline, depending upon the type of project that you are using, if it's Java, you can use Maven or Gradle. If it's a Node.js or an Angular project, you would require NPM. Then followed by, when there will be a Docker file along with the code repository, along with the code. So that would be the jar or the dist folder, whatever it is created, it will be deployed inside the Docker file. It will be inside. It will be declared inside the Docker file. What would be the behavior? With the help of Docker file, a Docker image would be prepared with the help of Docker, and the Docker image would be pushed to the registry. Once it is pushed to the registry, a container would be spawned with the help of Kubernetes for orchestration purpose. And this orchestration can be done with the Helm, with the different packaging tools such as Helm, and yeah, that's it. So this is the overall structure of a CI/CD pipeline that could be achieved easily. So in order to summarize the entire discussion that we have, DevOps is nothing but an integration of development and operations team working hand on hand together. They have their multiple advantages, and it's a hot cake in the modern market of IT. Along with that, a CI/CD pipeline we have discussed. Along with that, the important tools that are used in DevOps. And this is a typical example of a CI/CD pipeline that is achieved with the help of Jenkins and many other tools, as you can see on the screen. So you can use, instead of this Jenkins, you can use Azure DevOps Pipelines or Bamboo or Travis CI, many other pipeline tools. And for source code management, you can use Bitbucket, SVN, many other things. And in the terms of instead of Docker, you can also use Rocket. And instead of Docker registry, you can also use Docker Hub or like ECR. And you can use like Azure container registry. And other than that, yeah, that's it. And after that, you have to deploy that in the Kubernetes environment for orchestration. Well, that's all. That's the conclude my session over here on DevOps. Hope you are liking the news. Subscribe to my channel for much further exciting tutorials. Thanks for watching. Thank you.